Oh my God, man! Come on, bro.
What? Hey everybody, what's up? It's the next episode of our
New installments.
It's the next episode of our episodic episode series of episodes.
Records on tape.
Records on tape? Ooh, I like that.
Records on CD.
Records. Record reviews. Yeah, that's it. Keep it down, Dean.
Now it's records online. Right?
Yeah, I
Records
guess.
online.
Records online.
That's what I
It's
listen to.
classic albums and shit. Today we're gonna do Helmet. Meantime, cool fucking record. I like it a lot. Yeah, I wore it out, man. I had it at one point on tape, and I wore it out.
I had the cassette too, my friend.
Yeah.
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 I did.
I had it on CD, and I never wore it out.
You wore it out in your head, maybe.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, it's a great record. 10 songs and barely over a half hour long.
You picked this one.
I like that.
How did you pick it, Scott?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Just popped in your head?
Yeah, it just popped in my head. I was just thinking, like, what haven't we talked about?
Yeah.
And,
He was jerking off, looked at the head of his dick. He goes, "Helmet."
Did you stop? Did you ever stop listening to Helmet? Like,
No.
Did you ever?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've listened to the first few like religiously, and then
Sure.
they've released a ton of albums. That
First
I
three
haven't-
albums.
Haven't really kept up with them. I saw them recently, and they were boring as fuck live. It was kind of like there's the main dude,
Yeah.
plays guitar and
He's in-
sings.
He's in a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's got a bunch of young guys with him.
Yeah.
Just doing it. It's like, I don't know. They sounded good, but they were very
Yeah, Helmet.
unenergetic
Yeah.
live.
I never seen him live.
Yeah.
And I like the record. I think it was a groundbreaking sound.
Oh man, this record's so good.
Yeah. But
I think I've seen him twice.
it does suffer from what Dean says, tempo repetition.
Oh my god,
Oof,
yeah.
my God.
Well, they have a
Holy
little,
shit.
a little more variation
Oh my God.
on their starting of the songs, but yeah, it's a pretty,
Holy
Very
cow.
it's a very repetition of mundane. It's just the same.
Da-da-da, da-da,
Yeah.
da-da-da, and then it
It's
goes
not- it's not an album you could just
da-da-da,
stop.
da-da-da, da-da-da, and then it goes da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But I did
Yeah.
enjoy it
It's the
when
same
it,
notes.
yeah,
Everything.
I did enjoy it when it came
It's
out.
so good
and
though. It's just
and,
simple, right?
So this is a band that when I discovered them, unfortunately, it was I don't think it was on the radio. I think it was on MTV maybe or something. And I remember hearing it, and the singer reminds me of Ozzy. Not every song, just a little bit.
But, like his range.
Yeah, his
Really?
range. Oh, yeah, sounds just like him. I brought it up to
Oh.
Scott when we listened to it today, and yes, I am correct. He very much sounds like Ozzy.
Once somebody says it, you listen. To,
Yeah,
like,
you
certain
listen
songs,
to it.
you're
Certain
like,
songs.
Oh, yeah.
Not every song.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that's one thing I do like about Helmet is the singing isn't the same in every song.
No, it's
The
not.
singing is, as much as the music is not dynamic, he is very dynamic in his singing. So he gives it, the songs have different feels,
Yeah.
every song.
Yep.
But if you strip them of the singing, it just sounds like one big giant long song, the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, but I do love the album.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's a
one of
classic.
my favorites from that era of something that's not, for something that's that was a very popular album. It sold very good, and,
Yeah.
I think
it
if
was
they
a
came
popular
out with
album.
just this album and that was it,
they would have been a
and maybe Betty,
extraordinary
and that would have
album,
been it.
band.
and
I
then
mean, yeah.
I think the people would have been appreciated them a little bit more.
Oh, let
Yeah,
me
I think
so.
let me. I think you're right. I think if they would have stopped at the third album,
Well, the third album was
it was okay. It wasn't that bad.
well, then there was Betty after that, which was their fourth one that had Milk Toast on it, which
Yeah.
was
That
good.
was pretty popular.
yeah, it was very popular. But I think
they were to me, Helmet was a band that had like a couple good songs on every album. They had a very unique sound, which I
Yeah.
thought their sound was good. I liked the bass and the snare drum attack that they had,
Yeah.
and the just the sound between the two, and then the vocals every now and then would slow down and he would get a little hard. I really like that. Just Another Victim they did with
that was
with
cool.
House of Pain
Yeah,
on
that was fun.
Judgment
Oh,
Night soundtrack.
Yeah.
that's right.
Actually,
That's
when
a
I
good
saw them
soundtrack.
live,
Yeah, it
they
is.
actually played that live, which was actually pretty badass.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, this album to me, I mean, In the Meantime and Unsung are like the songs that stick out. Everything else is kind of forgettable.
Yeah, I like Ironhead a lot.
It's not even forgettable.
Ironhead's really good.
Ironheads, I mean, it's like they got.
They're all good.
They're
you
all
know, but there's
good.
a few that shine.
I
think
don't think they're just. Yeah, I think the two that shine. Like, if you were to put a greatest hits album out,
Yeah,
you would put In the Meantime and Unsung. You wouldn't even bother with the other songs.
right.
That's
true.
That's
It's
just
true.
the way I would say it, because those other ones are easily almost forgettable. You know.
Yeah,
I think it's because of the tempo thing and the sound. It's very,
Yeah.
like I said,
it's very cut and dry kind of.
But I do enjoy the album. I put it on it.
Open.
I put it on at home, and I just remember every song. It just brings me back to
Yeah.
a simpler time.
Simple time.
Yeah.
Simple times.
But
But one of you guys mentioned that they have like a zillion albums. I had no
Yeah.
idea. I thought those.
I
guys,
didn't realize they had that many albums,
Yeah,
but
so-
they consistently been releasing
Yeah.
albums. I think the last album they released was in 2016.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
2016. And I remember I saw them at Maryland Death
Yeah, they
Fest,
got like 8 albums.
and I was like, wait a minute. I said, they're still around? Like Helmet's still around? And yeah.
You know what I always liked about them? They just look like regular dudes.
Yeah,
Just had
sure.
a t-shirt and some
But
jeans.
people forgot about them after
you know?
a while.
They did. They
You know,
didn't,
that
they
means-
didn't stay relevant.
They didn't stay relevant.
No, but they had that. They had that.
They're half as relevant as Stuck Mojo.
They have that metal infused sound, and if you closed your eyes and you listened to Helmet and then you saw them, you'd be like, wow, those guys are playing that. You know what I mean?
You know what this
Which I
band,
always thought that was pretty cool.
This band is like one of those. Meantime was one of those hardcore skinhead albums that everybody was like listening to at the time. They're like, I would break somebody's fucking face to.
Maybe some poser skinheads.
I don't know. They're kind of like
I don't
Life of
know.
Agony and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
I
all had their
guess.
like little moments.
I suppose you're right. Yeah,
like
I
it's like
guess.
to me, Meantime is kind of like
Skinhead.
River Runs Red, like of
This
Life
is
of
like
Agony and what's another album that's kind of in that same vein? They those bands had that peak with that one album, and
Right.
after that, people forgot about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one gave a fuck.
So I'm going to classify this under skinhead pop music. Skinhead pop.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure. Why not? You want to give it do the ratings game?
You want me to go first?
Sure. Go for it.
I enjoyed it listening to it. So, like I said, I'm going to rate these things not by how good it is how much I enjoyed listening to it, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. Yeah, I like listening to it.
You apparently like 7.5 too.
I do like
Yeah.
7.5.
Wow.
It's because I listened to it and just it reminds me when I was young and stuff. It's not because it's good. Because if I was going to rate it
You
for
can remember that far back?
You can give
If I-
it a.
if I was
rating on
gonna-
quality.
I can give it a rating on quality.
Of course.
I don't think the recording's that good. I think the songs are all fucking monotonous and boring and all the same. So, I mean, if I had to give it a rating on what it is, I would probably give it like a 5.5. But I liked it when it came out.
Mhm.
And it reminds me of Ozzy, and I love Ozzy. It doesn't sound anything like Ozzy. The singer slightly resembles him sometimes.
In
Everybody,
his range. in his
everybody
vocal
keep their
range.
fucking pantaloons on, all right? Nobody fucking freak out. But now that I mention it, you should go back and listen to their
I
songs,
did, and I heard it.
and it's in there. And anyway,
I think you were
and,
influenced.
and that's why I liked it, I think, and that's why I enjoyed listening to it yesterday. And I haven't, by the way, I haven't heard that album in 20 years.
Yeah.
So I give it a 7.5. I would give it higher, but it's not that good. But 7.5 is
That's cool.
a solid rating, solid album.
That is.
It is. It's a great album.
You want to go?
It's a 5.
That's so mean.
It's a 5.
No explanation needed.
You know
It's a
why?
fucking
It's
5.
You didn't grow up with that album, right?
What
No.
do you mean? I grew up in the same era as that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that album when it first came out.
You just didn't like it that much
I
when you
I
bought
liked it, but I mean, I just thought that, like I said, the two songs were fucking.
No, but I'm saying,
badass.
I don't
like
think.
I like the bass and I like the snare and some of the vocals. I liked Helmet. I just didn't think it was that great of an album. I just thought it was like it's good. They have a unique sound. I mean, it's only their second album, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
But I mean, after that was Betty, and I was just kind of like, well, this band doesn't really have.
No,
Yeah, they're like one of those bands that has like a couple good songs in their
5
albums,
is
and
so
that's it.
so
5.
low. 5, Jesus. Anyway, hey.
5 is meeting you. It's halfway across the sky,
Yeah,
like Kenny
I
Loggins.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a 5 also.
Wow, I was not expecting that one.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Man, you guys
See,
are
If
harsh.
I had beer in my mouth, I spit it
Holy
out.
Cow!
He almost did.
Damn.
No, it's not to give it. It's not bad. It's right in the middle, and it's kind of like, like you said, the tempo thing is across the board pretty much about the same. You know what I mean? The recording is average. It's not a stellar.
No, the recording is bad. For the era, the recording is bad.
We're talking about this.
But it kind of works for the sound.
So
it does work for the album, but the recording is not good at all. It's not a good recording.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. You know what I mean?
If you take into account that they actually had a budget to record it, because they did, and in 1992 that when it came out, it's a bad recording. It's just it feels like they should have spent another week at the recording studio, and they were like, "Fuck this," They went with that
boring Dean.
Yeah. God, everything about this is boring.
Christ.
Sorry, Dean.
It's like listening to Me
Hey,
Time
I didn't
over
fucking
and over again.
I didn't pick the album, so
All right, well that's it. That's my my rating.
Yeah. Sorry, Helmet.
Cocksuckers. We still like you, Helmet. It's okay.
No, he likes you. I could do without you.
All right, that's it. Give us a like and a subscribe, and if anybody has any suggestions, for
type them in there.
Something
Type them in there. Don't be scared.
Review.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Let us know.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
We promise.
I don't care
type
what
it
it
in
is.
there. I don't care what it is. It could be Justin Bieber.
We had a couple. We did